Go Development Studio Detail Form Demonstration. In this segment, we're going to show how easy it is to add a detail form component to an existing customer sales app. This will display individual details from a specific customer's record. So let's have a look at the app so far. Customer sales, and you can see that it lists all of the customers in our system. And if I click on one of these individual customers, I want to be taken through to another page that provides information about the individual customer. So let's go into our Development Studio and let's create the new page that we're going to be going into. I'm going to create a page parameter. This will contain the customer ID for the individual record. I'm then going to use a detail form component from our toolbox. Click, drag and drop. Select the component and let's bind it to a data source. Having done that, you're given the option to refresh the detail form content. I'm going to select yes and allow Development Studio to auto-populate the detail form for me, saving me a lot of effort. Click on rows and let's just get rid of some of the items and change the order of some of the items. So customer number, balance, mobile phone, name. I'm going to move name up to the top. Okay. We've bound to a data source that requires a single parameter, a company name, to be passed in. So I need to click on the data bindings property and enter the company name in there to enable this to work. I now need to find a way to navigate to this page, so go back onto the first page. From the list that we were looking at earlier, I need to set up an action to be triggered in response to a touch on the screen. To do this, I go into the template designer, I select action, add, and then open page. Open page takes in a page name, which is going to be page 2. That's got our detail form, and it takes a page parameter, which I'm going to bind to the customer number. This uniquely identifies the record that we want to display in the detail form. Now let's build the project, compile it and see if we've got any errors. Application was compiled successfully. Let's debug it and let's see it running within our emulator. So we now have a customer list. If we select one of the records, then it goes into the detail form, but it's not showing the correct record. To modify that, we need to go back into page 2 and we need to select our detail form, and then we need to insert some logic to ensure that we display the correct record. At the moment it just defaults to the first record in the record set, and what I'm doing here is running a db where statement on the local cache data that compares the customer number of the record, and it must be equal to the PGP ID value, which is being passed in from page 1. Let's save that, debug it, and let's have a look at that running within the emulator. So go back in, run a customer sales app, select a customer, and you can see it's showing the correct record. One small detail, let's change the title at the top of the page. Select the page, and then that's changed the heading. Save, debug. Let's have a look within the emulator, and let's choose Astra and customer details. And that's how easy it is to add a detail form component to your Go apps.